Last year, we called a car the greatest performance machine on the planet. Now, its successor is here. Meet the Kimera EVO38, a more powerful, more advanced evolution of the legendary EVO37. But here's the big question. Has Kimera actually improved perfection, or polished away the raw magic that made the EVO37 so special? In this video, we're diving deep into everything that makes the EVO38 extraordinary. We'll explore every button and switch inside the cabin, examine the design and mechanical upgrades, and push it hard on a stunning Italian mountain pass. And make sure you stay until the end, because we'll be fitting studded tires and drifting this rally-inspired machine on our private ice track with Kimera's boss and former rally driver, Luca Betti. Yes, this is going to get interesting. The Kimera EVO38 is a tribute to the legendary Lancia 037 Group B rally car, the last rear-wheel drive car to win the World Rally Championship. Technically, it's a Restomod based loosely on the Lancia Monte Carlo chassis. But apart from that small connection, almost everything about this car is brand new. The original EVO37 stayed faithful to the classic formula with rear-wheel drive. But the EVO38 introduces something completely different: four-wheel drive. And that's not random. Back in the 1980s, Lancia actually experimented with a four-wheel drive version of the 037. That project was eventually cancelled in favor of the famous Lancia Delta Integral. The EVO38 finally brings that idea to life. Step inside, and you'll immediately notice something rare in modern cars. This interior is obsessively analog. Let's start with the seats. You sit slightly lower than in the EVO37, thanks to a full carbon fiber floor. These are the comfort seats, which Luca Betti actually recommends over the full carbon racing seats. They offer electric height adjustment, manual fore-aft movement, and most importantly, the driving position has been improved. In the EVO37, the pedals, steering wheel, and seat alignment weren't exactly perfect. Here, everything finally sits in a straight line. Much better for serious driving. The steering wheel is beautifully simple. Behind it, you'll find classic analog dials with real needles for the speedometer and tachometer. But hidden inside them are tiny digital screens that can display additional information. Across the dashboard, smaller auxiliary gauges follow the same idea: physical needles combined with subtle digital displays. It's the perfect blend of old-school character and modern functionality. One of the most satisfying parts of the cabin is the row of organ-style metal switches. Every single one feels like it's been engineered with incredible attention to detail. Take this one, for example, the suspension lift. Hydraulic shocks can raise the car by 50 millimeters, turning the EVO38 into something that's ready for rally-style terrain. Then, there's the exhaust flap switch. When activated, the exhaust bypasses the mufflers and turns into a straight pipe. And there's a cool bonus. When it's open, you can actually see the turbo glowing red through the central exhaust outlet. Interestingly, the radio system doesn't have a visible screen. That's because Kimera wants to keep the cabin as analog as possible. Press the radio button and a hidden screen rises from the dashboard. Press it again and it disappears. Simple, clever, elegant. The air conditioning system has also been improved dramatically. It now runs on a 48-volt system, controlled by a small touch screen. Even the air vents take inspiration from the iconic Ferrari F40. At the center of the cabin sits a 6-speed manual gearbox. Gear ratios are shorter than before, and the shifter is mounted 30 millimeters higher to keep it closer to the steering wheel. The entire assembly is made from machined billet aluminum, exposing the mechanical linkage beneath. It's not just functional, It's engineering art. This is the biggest difference from the Evo 37. The Evo 38 now sends power to all four wheels. And Kimera decided to celebrate that change by making the front driveshaft visible through a transparent tunnel. You can literally watch the drivetrain spinning as you drive. Even better, torque distribution can be adjusted using this lever. Drivers can switch between 100% rear-wheel drive, 75% rear/25% front, 50/50 all-wheel drive. There's also a hydraulic handbrake, just like in a real rally car. Pull it, and the system automatically disengages the clutch, locking the rear wheels for instant slides. Release it, and power returns immediately. Pure rally technology. Under the hood sits a 2.1-liter four-cylinder engine. Just like the Evo 37, it's both supercharged and turbocharged. But in the Evo 38, the turbo has been repositioned behind the engine and made significantly larger. Drivers can choose between 3 power modes: 400 horsepower, 500 horsepower, 600 horsepower. Why lower power? Because not everyone wants 600 horsepower during their morning commute. Despite adding four-wheel drive, Kimera managed to reduce weight. Thanks to carbon fiber and titanium components, the Evo 38 weighs just 1,100 kilograms. Even more impressive, that's lighter than the Evo 37. Visually, the Evo 38 takes inspiration from some of the greatest performance cars ever built. The engine cover echoes the design of the Ferrari F40. The roof scoop feeds air directly into the engine, and the rear features a distinctive ducktail spoiler. Once you start driving, the Evo 38 immediately feels alive. The engine roars behind you, the turbo whistles, and the manual gearbox keeps your hands busy. Every sense is engaged. Your ears hear the engine. Your hands feel the shifter. Your eyes admire the dashboard. And the seat communicates exactly what the car is doing. It's impossible to get bored behind the wheel. So, did Kimera ruin the Evo 37? Absolutely not. The Evo 38 keeps the raw rally DNA intact while adding even more capability. It's loud, it's mechanical, it's emotional. In a world where modern supercars are getting heavier, quieter, and more digital, the Kimera Evo 38 feels like the perfect antidote. Small, angry, analog, and quite possibly the most exciting car I've ever driven.